All righty. We're playing Roblox. What the fuck? Why did he? I guess it's because he spawned on top of me. Wait, what? Sonic. All right. We're playing some Roblox. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's pretty clear which team I should get on. Fortunately, this guy's solo, but he doesn't seem to mind it. Cathara. Join Cathara. Where am I? Is this Cathara? This is Mars. No, this is Cathara. This is not Mars. Mars is a solar system thing. Alright, we got a space station. We got 2. Do we got mining laser? No tech center on our home planet. Looks like it was just attacked. Do they not have anything built on here? Avalos, Hades. Rest is captured by Foroth. Havian lost all their spawns. Well, I'm gonna die and try to respawn on a space station if I can. Or, I mean, what's the cost? 418? Yeah, I'll do it. Then I'll die. That'll be faster. Sometimes dying is faster. And the refinery module isn't purchased. That's okay. We can buy it. So we had one next to us, but that doesn't seem safe. So this one up in the sky I prefer. There we go. Refinery, excavator, get some SRUs. I'm gonna bring this team into victory. I never got how they were able to rebel in the middle. I always found it to be unfair. How are they allowed to? Why is a? I guess it actually is a part of the game. Being able to rebel when you're in the middle of destroying a planet. That means the moment you cap a planet, you gotta put a tower down quickly. Anyways, spawning immediately. Get some SRUs. That's what we gotta do. Were those closer? Maybe I went to a not good direction, but whatever. Yeah, all those meteorites are probably closer, I guess, but whatever. Why doesn't this game have voice chat? Usually there's sometimes voice chat on some games, but I guess this is an older game. It would be cool to be able to voice chat in this game. Imagine if I could do that. Alright, let's head back now. Maybe those are just really far away. By the way, is that that's the ancient research station? Ancient research outpost. Looks like we already have control of it. Let's just turn these in right now. But I actually want to see that. Whoopsie daisy. This is where you gotta go back. Sure. Havian. They seem like good guys, swell guys. Now it's 4v5. Looks like 2 people left. 1 on each team. Okay, let me see. That's ours, right? Yeah, we got the ancient research station. Where is that even? Where am I looking towards? It's like between Cathara and Forth. Maybe that makes them good starting teams because they're nearest to the ancient research station. Is there more ancient research stations, or? I don't think so. Forth space station. I'm gonna go destroy it, because why not? Mega refiner shirt. Pop up. Boom. I bought it. I want to learn a trick. Cathara was captured by our home planet's gone now. Whatever. So where was it? Here it is. Oh, Havian's growing. Wait, did they attack us, or did we attack them immediately? Because we just ceasefire. Oh, I don't even know what vote was going on. Yeah, I guess 5 people is the number you need to get a vote to go on. We need to get planet so we're gonna lose. Okay, so when you have a leader, your voting rights get stripped. The leader just makes all the decisions. Yeah, let's go ahead and blow this thing up, because why not? I think it's beneficial to build a brick hauler real quick, just to get a platform. Let's go ahead and lay it flat, and then expand it out. There we go. And then we're gonna spawn in the bomber. I just want to be able to keep the interceptor right after. No, it's never a good idea to attack their home planet because they just have infinite spawns on it. There's no reason to do that. You should attack every other. That should be the last thing you attack. Alright. And yeah. Where's my hyper? Where's my hyper? Does my hyper just break? I've had this happen before. Where's my hyper? No, I won't attack Forth. That's a boneheaded idea. I'm gonna attack the farthest away planet, which is Havalu, from their home planet. I think it's usually the best idea. Attack the farthest away thing. Actually, what am I doing? I need to go back and spawn in a new interceptor, because why don't I have hyper speed? What is going on? I'm pressing H. It's just for some reason the game doesn't want to give me hyper speed. Okay. There we go. I don't know why that was broken. Via P. I think Via P is a good planet too. I think it's got the Easter egg on it, or what? I remember there's an Easter egg on Via P or something. I remember there being an Easter egg on it. Yes, it's got the sword on it. You go down into the cave, you can get a sword behind the waterfall. Also, it's just got the most valuable trees. Via P is by far the most valuable planet to take over, so we're gonna do that. I'm gonna prep this because I know there's no one here. I know there's no one here. Oh cool, the teams are now unbalanced. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I'm just here to scout, man. crash. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. I just need to find a corner where I can spawn it. Oh, there it is. They didn't protect this well. Yep, it's usually this corner that doesn't get protected well. Ooh, that tower's kind of got an angle on me, though. But I think I'll be good. There we go. Now, what is this? They built a wall here. I don't know what that is about, but... basically, we're just gonna get in a tank destroyer and get to town on them. Oh no, this was stupid of me. Okay, there we go. You want to close this up, because sometimes you can take damage. As long as no one's on this planet, they don't get the notification that it's being attacked. Ouch. Hello? What am I stuck on? Nothing a grappling hook can't fix. I'm getting like stuck again, I think. So they know it's under attack? Why are they... I'm getting this exclamation point, but I'm not sure if anyone else is seeing it. It's Papa Repair. Nice little trick, popping a repair. It's got a cooldown though, so it's not all powerful. Oh, hello, did I just miss an angle? I kinda did. And I think that's it. Need to make sure all the colony centers are gone. I'm not sure if there were more. Gotta use the restroom, but I'm holding it in. It's a poop. I'm holding in a poop right now. Can I get a... Just get a torpedo launcher. And let's just get an interceptor. Well, we can repair that one if it's still there. Nope, I don't... Well, I can't see him. I'm just gonna spawn in. We got an exosuit. I can always farm for more RUs. I gotta use the restroom. I'm just holding it in. Go with the undertow. Just go with the undertow. Oh, this was the capture point. Oh, okay. It's just kind of bare bones, it seems, this planet. Just advanced extractors, one colony center, one tac center, and yeah. Oh, there's... I gotta get that out. Don't let them get spawns. Don't die falling. There you go. Oh my god, I died. I gotta use the restroom anyway. I gotta use the restroom anyway. We're back. And we're back. What's going on? What is going on in the Roblox Solar Conquest 2? We've got more players. Orca player. I'm not gonna add that person. But I've seen them before. Who is Rebby? Should add him. Our RUs are really low. What's happened? VIP is conquered. Dang it. VIP is a really high value planet. I'm gonna head over to there. What's the point of me having a bubble shield if I'm not gonna spawn in? If I'm not going to spawn in, I need to have a ship sitting inside my inventory if I'm gonna bubble shield. Because the point of the bubble shield is I get kicked out of my vehicle, and I need to spawn another one in as I come out. Like you know what I'm trying to say? Where's VIP? We still have a leader. Here you down. Current orders: defend Cathara. Oh shit! Wait, whoops. No, not Cathara. Well, there goes some money down the drain. I want VIP. VIP is too high value. A yep. V a yippee. V a yippee. Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka. Yeah, I think about it every time I hit the hookah. Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. I was in my room trying to teach my little sister. Now I think about it every time I missile. Kaboom, kaboom. There's like 3 moons in the solar system, and I believe 2 of them have advanced extractor points. I don't know which ones, but I know 2 of them have them. And there's a 4th one here. Why haven't they gotten rid of this shit? If you're mega wealthy, I think you should put outposts on the moons, like, I don't know, like 2 of them, maybe even 3. Probably don't spend any more effort than that, because they're mostly meant to be discreet anyways. And just the cooldown works out. If you have an outpost sitting in your inventory, and you can put one down as you go on there, then that's 2. Maybe more if you feel like it. And that's the unknown spawn. It's between VIP and the sun. Good to know. Alright, that's Havion, and this is a moon. Let's check out the moon. I'm gonna just go raid VIP again, see if anyone's there. Hopefully no one. Yep, another 4th. These are really high value extractors. Just you gotta get rid of them. Don't let the enemy have them. And it lets you mine some resources before you head, and it's gonna let me mine resources before I actually head onto the planet too, which is another cool thing. Holy shit, I did that perfectly. What's this hole doing here? I'm genuinely curious. It's a lot of RUs. Rest in peace, my granny. She got hit by a bazooka. Yeah, I think about it every time I hit. And it's got a moon near it. VIP is so high value. I mean, if the game will let me place one. Let's see. It does. I'm curious, what's down here? Just minerals? Okay, the door is open now. Oh, this was closed. Oh no, it wasn't closed, it was just... Huh, cool. Oh, defenses? Not sure. Corvette to pair with the bubble shield if it, you know. Let's get that one spawned in right now actually. And then I'll have a backup one. Have an extra outpost as I go in. There's a lot of resources on this planet. Prep a satellite. That's another good idea. There's some underground. I don't know how I'm gonna get into there. I don't really fit, but let's try at least. Perhaps. I'm almost near full capacity. Alright, let me try to get down in here. I think I'm too tall. Oh, no, I'm not too tall. What can I see? I'm trying to mine that. Oh, hello. I can't see now. I can't see now. I can't see below the ground. Had to back up here. Pretty sure it's... Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm out. I'm maxed. Just wanted to get maxed out before I... Well, I have to leave this behind anyway. Okay. I'm maxed out pretty much. Oh, whoops. So is anyone going to help me on VIP? Oh. There's nothing there? Okay, perfect. I was ready. I was preparing. I should have scouted first. I should have scouted first. I wasted all my time doing that. Anyways, we're gonna build this shit up, boy. We're gonna build this shit up because it's a high value planet. I was ready to attack, but I guess it won't be needed. First things first, we need enough to build a fucking... Can you put houses in here, I wonder? It'd be nice if I could. Perfect, I can. And does that block the hole that goes down? It does. Yeah, it does. It blocks the secret hole. Now we can build a factory. It doesn't matter where. In fact, why don't we just put it right here? I was in my room trying to teach my little sister. Now I think about her every time I hit the hookah. Kaboom, 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 kaboom. Put that in there. We'll put that in here and then just do that. And you need water sections. Just to toughen them up. Kaboom. Kaboom. This is a very high value planet. Look at how much resources I'm getting for the big trees. It's fat. It's very fat. You have to like look under the water for this one. There we go. What about the water section? Can I put that down easily? I can. Okay, so it's good enough. I need to get spawns on this planet in case it gets attacked. But I'm just greedy. I know no one's going to show up here, so I'm being greedy. Now one more extractor point. There it is. There's 3 on here. And then even the refinery tower, because why not? I know you should put them on 4 extractor planets, but it's whatever, dude. So you need a colony center for that. Okay. Where should we make that colony center? A nice flat area will do. What's nice and flat? Not a lot. Here's probably my best bet. Does this count as... Perfect. I can put stuff in here. So this is it. So how am I going to do this? Like this, I suppose. Planetary shield. I need a tech center. Wait, what were we going to build? A refinery? Let's build that. Doesn't matter where it goes. It's pretty bulky. How does it compare to the factory? Yeah, it's insanely bulky. It's hard to bring down. It doesn't matter where I put it. It's good as a distraction, really, right? And I'm just gonna put it once again here, if I can. There we go. Okay, see how juicy that is? It's actually overpowered. Like, control of this planet's fat. We got all the extractors, we got refinery towers, we got a colony center. And we just need to build up the stuff that should go inside the bubble. So we're going to do that. And then I'm going to set my spawn to here. And then we're going to get a planetary shield. And then we're going to put the linked portal. It's raining. So when it comes to the planetary shield, the second one should probably be used to create like a centralized shooting area if there's like a very nice vantage point. Otherwise, I'm going to start putting two defenses in each corner, I think. Oh my god, missile towers are fat. Just set spawn to our space station and mine some just so we got one in this sky above Cathara. Alright, missile towers. Save those for the centralized one, I think. So like I said, I like to put him on all the corners. Looks like we got an outpost here already. One outpost. I'm going to put a tower here. And for the corner, I don't know. I mean, yes, no, yeah, sure. I'm going to clip wall intersections inside them. I think it's worth it. Rest in peace, my granny. She got hit by a bazooka. Now I think about her every time I use a loop. That's not good. I wanted this one to appear clipped in, and now it's like an angle here. But whatever. You know what? I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna fix that. That isn't whatever. This is a pretty important thing. You can do that every 30 seconds, anyways. So. That's better. The outpost can't use wall intersections. They can only use roads, and they're a bit of a pain in the ass to set up. So I don't bother most of the time. Ooh, let's get a super suit. Actually, I prefer the intelligence center's cloak suit. Honestly, I'm a personal fan of that. So where should the centralized defense point be? It's got to be on a vantage point. I'm thinking this area would be nice if it would let me. We need to put down a planetary shield and 5 fucking things, though. That's the thing. So where should that go? I think it's really got to just be here. I think here. So let's put down a planetary shield. I'm going to try this new defense strategy here. Put it right here. That's maybe not so good. I think it needs to be a wider area. Maybe it should have been the water. In the water here somewhere. But then there's no... It loses vantage point. Its vantage point. So we can put missile towers in here. We want them to partially be outside. Let me try to see if that can work. We'll just have to wing it. I think that's perfect. So clip it on the corner. Clip it on the corner, I think, is the way to do it. And I'm pretty sure that'll be able to shoot outside. Maybe even a little bit more. Let me see let me see. So yeah, this is the outer bubble. I don't know why there's an inner one. There's like 2. I don't understand how that works, but I know okay. I know how to do it now. Do it again. Clip it on the corner. Maybe even a little bit outside. And again, that's good. I think that's getting outside the bubble. It's shooting outside the bubble. And then last one. And then I think, yeah, perfect. I think we got it. And I'm gonna put also outposts can't go on them, by the way. Outposts are too short. I don't think they can actually reach a height where they're clipping outside of the bubble. So that's something we got to make sure to take note of. Can I put it here? Probably wouldn't be a good idea. Let's put it on the back now. I'm gonna clip it out a little bit more because I'm not certain. Now it's not really covered though. So we might have been a little bit too conservative with that, but it's I don't like that actually. That's too conservative also, I think. So there we go. 5 defensive buildings. Is that a good idea? Is this good though? I feel like putting things on the edge of planetary shields. Because look, it can't. These two can only. They can't shoot this way. They don't have a lot of coverage. Maybe I should just get rid of this. I mean, you can't destroy buildings like that, but I don't know, man. Also, a cloaker can just go inside and turn it off, but I think they would die doing that. Anyways, let's make an intel center. I like the cloak suit, genuinely. Do we have a spy satellite? We've got one. Usually one's good enough. Depending on where, as long as it's not at the fucking bottom of the solar system, you know? You can usually use that for information. In fact, I think I'm going to put it inside this bubble. The intelligence center. Okay, maybe this isn't a bad position. Let's see. Where am I? I seem next to be Foroth. That's up in the sky, right? Yeah, maybe this is fine. It doesn't even. Why, this is not a good location, actually. I think. Okay, so we're friends with Havalu. We're fighting Havion. There's not a lot of people left in the lobby. This is what is this? Oh, whoops! I just got out. That's next to Foroth, right? Yeah, it's next to Foroth. Which they control. So we're looking for Etheria, we're looking at Hades and Havion. I'm going to look at Havion, see what their home planet looks like. If I can see it. Can't see it. This is a terrible spy satellite. That's Havion I'm looking at, right? Or no? That is, I think. I can't see it because this spy satellite is dookie. We'll do it ourselves, I guess. They placed it like they were putting a regular outpost, which was not smart of them. Just gonna go up in the sky, spy satellite. Just get up, you know, nice up in the sky, so we can see everything. So we can see Havion. Let's put it above the sun. Oh, Havion's on the right. Whoops. What am I looking at then? What's this? That's Avalos. I'm trying to look at Avalos then. Oh, I'm not trying to look at... I was trying to look at a moon. Whoops. I'm stupid. Anyway, spy satellite. Good. Right there. Friends Havalu are kind of close. They might break the ally ship and come to VIP. That would be not good. It's good to destroy space stations. That way they'll have to mine. If new players join the team, they'll have to mine for SRUs all over again. And everyone's gone. No one's playing. But I like base buildings, so. Whoa. That wasn't a good idea. I could have gotten launched really badly. Okay, it looks like my exosuit wasn't there. Looks like pulling out certain things cancels invis, like weapons. You can pull out that, you can pull out this, you can pull out that, you can pull out that. That's considered a weapon though. An outpost, can you pull out an outpost? Towers, pull out these things. There's a faint outline, so I think they can see you if they have a keen eye, but it's really hard to see. You can even be stealth while sitting inside of a vehicle, although that, I don't know if that's to your benefit. That probably is to your benefit. You can spawn like multiple vehicles coming out of a bubble shield, and they'll have to decide which one to fire at, and then you get on one of them. It's like a gamble, and then you can use the bubble shield way better. I just think the cloak is good. If you have problems with mobility, have a store built and use the store. Use the store. It's got gravity coil, speed coil. I don't have any points though, do I? Oh, no, I do. Party potion, laser pointer. The super suit is outclassed. Anyways, what am I doing right now? Do I like these walls? I'll let them stay. Yeah, sure, I'll let them stay. Okay, let's start building now. We need to start like maxing out the defenses. Outpost and tower on each corner. Although we've only got, what's it? 3 more towers left, so one corner has to have 2 outposts. Tower. Outpost. There we go. Okay, I think I can better align it if I look at the bottom of the placement. Yeah. Make sure this corner is covered. Yeah, like right here. I'll put an outpost down here, and then on a higher vantage point, I'm going to put a tower. Like right here. Hello? Okay, lag. Yeah, using the bottom helps me discern better. Alright, so our RUs are maxed. Let's go ahead and make... I'm gonna put the main central bank on this planet. This is where it shall be. I need to put it on a high vantage point so it's easy to see if they broke it. By broke it, I mean like if they... Let's put it over here, I guess. Because what I like to do with the main central bank is I like to be able to tell if they broke it. It needs to be on flat ground. This is flat ground, brother. There we go. And then for planets that aren't your own, if you have home spawns, just use the Imperial building. I'm starting to realize the skyscraper is actually quite good. The skyscraper provides spawns. The military HQ provides spawns. It's quite really good in that regard. So you can't get all your colony center spawns killed off. So I don't know where to put them. Probably military HQ. Probably like right here next to the bank. I don't know. So that's a spawn right there. And it's also something to grappling hook onto when you're using the exosuit, which is quite nice. I might put one over there onto that corner. Anyways, outposts. So which corner is not covered yet? That's covered. That's covered. That's covered. It's this corner. This will be the double outpost corner. Ooh, this is a quite vulnerable area, this whole thing. And I'm letting 2 outposts do that. That's not so good, but whatever. I should have mined the entire planet of its RUs before I let it regenerate. That's what you gotta do. But I didn't do that, unfortunately. Put more military HQs down. That's sort of my RU dump. Our military HQs. That's what it's gonna be. We have floating colonies. I don't think you can build ones. Yeah, in the classic system you can't really build any because there's no gas giants here. That's a newfangled thing. Gas giants are a newfangled thingy. Time for another military HQ. You can have 12 of these, which is insane. I don't know why the game lets you have 12. It just lets you have 12 military HQs. I think that's a little bit... That might be a little bit busted, in my opinion. Being able to have that many military HQs. I'm going to put them on low ground areas. That's better for me, so they don't obscure the firing angles that much, as much. And it still is obscuring firing angles. I guess that's the downside to having, but there's spawn points, so. I mean, I think the thing that really matters, everything else can sort of are sort of, they're meant to be knocked down. They're meant to be weak and easy to take down. They're just meant to notify you and make sure that because if they want the tank destroyer in, they'll be able to do it. They'll be able to do it over time. You need a player to stop the tank destroyer strat from happening. You can do that by having a player there. And so the things on each corner are meant to go down. What you really want to defend are your tech center, so you can buy PP. By the way, I haven't bought that yet. So you can get access to tech center stuff like PPC. Maybe even your armory if you use stuff in the armory. I don't think I really do though. Maybe the flat cannon. What else should I use? I don't think there's a lot of good stuff. But the PPCs, it's quite instrumental to how I play. I would say it's quite instrumental. Okay, one more outpost and then we're finished here. Where should I put it? I think just on this corner here. Yeah, it used to be the main thing I want to defend is the colony center. This is old school thinking though, the colony center, because if they get rid of 3 colony centers and they just ignore defenses, there goes your spawns. You can't spawn on that planet anymore. Which is why I always say don't try to fight into that. And we need to start using, let's use the bank. I forgot I put down a bank. Let's use the bank. So the bank is good, and what you should do when you have a bank is spawn in a brick hauler, and you want to use the build tool to make sure no one gets inside, or at least you're notified of when they attempt to go inside. So I'm going to clone that. I'm going to grab it if I can. I'm going to widen it to be this huge shape, the biggest shape I can make. And then we're just going to, I'm going to put it up in the sky, honestly. Copy it so I have a clone. Always make a backup. And then just put it inside. Just block the inside. Oh, we gotta spend our deposit. Deposit all. I'll take out like 1K. And then you just want to use the build tool. And don't have my energy sword out because it seems to work even when I don't have it. Okay, because you can do friendly damage to these builder block tools. And yeah, just block it off. Make sure they can't go inside. And if they do, it'll be very noticeable. So in fact, I wanna color that very brightly, like that, and I'll just see. Actually, let's use blue. Let's use blue. Or what color will I get? Yeah, let's use blue. And yeah, so this is pretty much a functioning planet now. It's a fully proper functioning planet. I mean, I can continue to put down more military HQs, but you know, whatever. Put down a radio tower inside here too. That would be nice. Make sure we detect, you know, nukes. But other than that, it's pretty much fully done. I could put a power plant down, maybe. Clip it into a wall. I could do that. I can make more colony center spawns. That'd probably be a good idea. You know, do that. Although I prefer to have one near the tech center so I can get a super suit as soon as they spawn. Or I might want to get an intelligence suit or a cloak suit as soon as they spawn. So why don't we set it to this one, actually? This one might be more important. And then we can put another store here. I guess we can give people the option on whether they want, you know, one or the other. Just like that. And so, set my spawn to this one. I got a store here too, and a planetary shield. And then you need to put down a link portal, which I have not done, because I'm a fool. That's probably one of the most important, if not the most important thing you need to defend. And so that needs to go inside here. If I can fit it. This is the most important building to have inside here. Can I just get it in? There we go. It's clipping out, unfortunately, because I could have moved the intelligence center back and then I could have pushed it more in, but this will do. This is the most important building you can have on your planet, probably. So you can TP between planets. So like I can go check Avalos. Is Avalos doing fine? Avalos seems to be doing wonderfully. They need to max out their towers and missile towers, but other than that, also this needs to be, the power plant needs to be fortified, so probably not a good idea that they didn't do that. Let me go ahead and do that. Gotta spawn. Don't bring exosuits across the portals. You will glitch out and it'll make you fly around. There's some building materials here. Let's take that. Let's copy that. It doesn't matter what it is. And the entrance needs to be boarded up. It's really dangerous if it's not. It could explode the whole planet. Alright. Copy that. Whoops. You go into the air. And you block the... Oh, that's why I made a copy. So it clips out, it seems. You gotta be careful with how you do it then, or else it'll disappear. Let's see. Don't disappear, please. There we go. So that's good enough, I think. There we go. And now we've got the entrance. Can't go inside. Well, you can, but you would have to break this. And that would notify you, right, of when it's happening. Other than that, I like to put water sections inside that still. Will this burn me? Yep, and I instantly died. Yep. Why did I do that? I already knew that would happen. Yeah, don't use capital ships solo because of that. Even if they don't take it from you, it's too distracting. And you can't fight two people if one is on board at your back and the other is attacking you as a ship. That's why I don't use capital ships. Oh, I'm out of points. Speed core is probably the most important one, though. I'm gonna stealth suit it up. I'm gonna go check on what's going on in the world. So we're against Havalu, right? Let's check near VIP. Let's check how Havalu's planet is doing. Oh, whoops. is the wrong one. I'm gonna go attack. I mean, it's just not a good idea to attack the home planet. They have infinite spawns. But, I mean, they don't control anything else, so. Let's go attack them. I don't know what I'm doing here. Just messing around. Alright, let's go. Interceptor. To go fast. Like I'm accruing interest on my money, which is cool. Or, that's not true. They can't switch teams. There's no more teams left in the galaxy. We can win the game by just attacking this. Let's go ahead and do it. I'm going to spawn a satellite underneath the planet. How far down? A decent amount down to where this is good. And then just defend this with satellites. Now I'm going in. Actually, I need to land and spawn my ship in. I think one of our teammates just died, so we should be spawning here soon. Let's go ahead and set our spawn. Spawn in the light corvette. Get more satellites. Have a tank destroyer prepped in my backpack. Yes, I'm ready to raid. Oh, hello. Okay, that's dealt with. Is that a cloud? What is that? Cooldown bug, I love it. Anyways, should we be able to deal with this? Get out. This might be a bit too far down and conservative, but it's fine. In fact, we can. I mean, this is the last people, so we can just. I can put one in the sky. In fact, why don't we do that? Is that a good one? That's fine. Let's put one in this above the planet. Sieging a planet is a slow process, so no reason to rush things. They're going to be so distracted fighting that they're not going to see that there's one above their planet, so we can go ahead and do that. In fact, we should utilize an orbital cannon. I don't know why we We should do that, you know? Thing is, you need to go on a planet that actually has a power plant, and then come here, and then you could do that, but anyways. Utilizing this build menu is how you play the game. It's really instrumental to playing the game. Why am I floating down? Let's just drop. Put down an outpost. Whoa, I'm bouncing. I'm bouncy. Cooldown bug. He's stuck. I'm gonna go shoot him maybe. I don't know. Oh, he was in it? Whoops. Just gonna drop. Back up. It's really a war of attrition. That's how you gotta play this. Spam outposts. And Light Corvette really is my thing of choice here. Just put them wherever, it doesn't matter. You gotta get rid of their economy. That's really an important thing. You gotta get rid of their maximum RU capacity, because they could be holding onto a lot of RUs in the backup, so we gotta get rid of that. How do they jump around like that? I don't think they have a mobility suit. I gotta get out. Regenerate my shield. What am I doing? I gotta go. Did he die? Yep, he died. He died trying to kill me. Repair. That was kind of risky. I think I need to have my gravity coil. Oh, I don't have my gravity coil. I don't have my gravity coil, and I don't have my... Wait, why didn't the repair work? I don't have my gravity coil, and I don't have my party potion. I should have those out. Otherwise, I should just land on the planet and use my stealth in order to, I should just land. That was trying to fall off the planet is not. That's a good idea when you have a super suit. I think when you have a cloak, you should just jump at it and let the thing get destroyed, and then cloak, and then spawn a new one. They'll think you died. Or if they're smart enough, they'll try to confirm. I mean, they can't do anything. You're stealth, right? So I should just utilize that more. Y'all need to be spawning outposts constantly. Got a factory under here. Now it's time to cap. Okay, they got some underground stuff over there. What are they, houses? Looks like houses. Oh, am I running my fire? All this shaking's crazy, man. Anyways, I'm gonna go cap now. Got him. Kavalu lost all their spawns, so I see you. I saw him hiding. Alright, we got lost all our spawns. Time to end the game. And we destroyed all the teams, so we won. I never knew that win condition existed. Just destroy all the teams. You don't have to capture all the planets. It was a fun game, I guess. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Anything but soul. Red Thorn. Wait, I gotta see this guy. And Soul 1. Oh, it's this cat guy. Looks like my friend left. He doesn't want to play on the solar system. I'll continue to play until I get bored. I think it's a good idea to put these things underwater. Can I fit? Unfortunately, I cannot. You know what? Sure, yeah. It's going to take a while for them to break the alliance. So that leaves us free time to farm. And we farm better than them, so... Well, let's raise our buoyancy and then let's get back on land and just start putting houses wherever. It doesn't matter. Alright. Houses. Let's go. Ah, I hate the scattering. Let me mine. Oh my god. Yo, stop your brick hauler from making noises. I actually hate when people just don't land gear their ships and they leave it on like that. It's like I can't... You rely on audio to tell if people are invading you, and that fucks with you, right? Someone always just has a ship turned on like that. I'm gonna wait a little bit to see if he makes like a colony center or something. That way I don't have to build this last house or purchase this last house. You know, we'll just do it. There we go, 7 houses. Looks like he hasn't built anything that gives RU capacity. 2v2, let's take it. Yeah. Got the space station. Where's my guy? He's colonizing another planet. I always vote for fucking Sol, even if there's... I hate it. Ooh, look at me trimping, like in TF2. You guys know trimping in TF2? I was watching Solar Light's sort of competitive documentary yesterday, and it's I hate YouTube. I hate YouTube nowadays. I'm just like, it's at this point I'm doom scrolling. I used to enjoy YouTube. I'm done. I'm not gonna doom scroll anymore. Because I'm scrolling and I know 99% of the content is trash. When it used to be the inverse, I think. Where like 80% of the content was solid. There was good content out there on YouTube. Now it's all just Mr. Beastification, essayification, retentionification. That shit, you know. Oh, he already had a brick hauler. I should have just used that. Whatever. I don't care. Ask him, see if he responds. If he doesn't I just want to, and it does exist. I'm going to show you guys on stream. Did I ever show you guys on stream? I'm not sure I did. This seems good enough. God, I did it badly. Yeah. It doesn't matter, just land me. I need to get out. There we go. Okay. You guys know how it is early game. I'm a speedrunner of it at this point. Early game speedrunner. While they were out colonizing planets and wasting travel time, I was out collecting SRUs. And honestly, I'm just gonna rush them. I'm gonna rush them with these initial SRUs. I'm not even gonna mine anymore. I'm gonna just go. I'm not gonna draw a long out. No. I'm not gonna draw a long... I'm not gonna draw this match out. I'm gonna just go. Yeah, who? No one's even on Mars. How did that vote even occur? If I can make an interceptor now, I'll do it, but it doesn't seem like I can. So I'm just gonna go now. Oh, I can. I'm going back. Interceptor, so I can get a read of what their progress is right now. I presume it's not too high. So I don't want to deal with Earth. We're gonna take over Mercury first, because, and I can see they're split up. So, this is perfect. Well, I spent SRUs are on an exosuit, but I wonder if other spacecrafts are worth it. Missile Corvette's actually pretty solid. It's one of the few things that have guided missiles, and that's it's pretty insane guided missiles. Maybe I should try it out more. Excels and anti-air operations against small fighters, yes. Except the fucking the interceptor actually outruns guided missiles if it moves fast enough, which is the most annoying thing. It's one of the few ships that moves faster than guided missiles, which is so fucking annoying. But Incinerator is pretty good. It goes through hull apparently. The fire missiles, it bypasses the shield of a ship. So I think that's its value. What are they building over here? What is that? That's a wall intersection. What's a red wall intersection doing flowing out of there? I want to break alliance here. I'm going to go ahead and capture Triton. I'm going to go ahead and capture anything that's nearby that they may potentially want to capture. Oh, he's taking Mars. Maybe I should have taken Mars from him. Either way, I just make it so there's only one team, 2 teams on this thing. Can we break alliance? Reset. We got SOUs. Let's fight them. I wonder if team chat can be heard. Oh. I think they heard that, then they left immediately. Does team chat include allied teams? Well, it's just me and Hirohito now. So I believe it's like right here. I'm just gonna go to the secret moon then. It's technically a moon. You can't, it's not an actual planet. Otherwise it wouldn't be so secret. What is that? You guys see that? I guess that was a background star and it was... Why is that moving around? What is that? Huh. Anyways, where is it? I forgot to put down a tower on Triton. It could rebel. So past Jupiter, there's something in the sky. Let's use a sniper to look for it. It only starts appearing when you actually exit the solar system box, I think. So maybe I'll just go straight up. And it's past Jupiter. So, oh, there it is. Yeah, you only start to see it when you go past the solar system's bubble. I guess there's a huge bubble that encases the solar system that prevents you from seeing that. Hero blocks me. I don't think he can see my chats. How old is this guy? Hirohito. If he knows about Emperor Hirohito, I'd imagine he's got some age on him or something. I don't know. Anyways, let's boost. You can see how some of the planets are disappearing. Yeah, there's definitely some sort of obfuscation barrier thing that prevent that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's render distance, but it can't be render distance because it slowly phased out. It didn't like poof out of existence when I went too far. Okay. At least no one's playing. Let me get a factory. My inventory, I guess. Actually, that was. We should just sit on our max RUs. Why did we do that? Because there's no way I'm traveling all the way back down. That was a poor purchase. I should have just sat at max RUs. Which is why this is usually a bad move early on. But if you can get someone to just come up here at the start of the game, it might be. It's definitely worth it, I think. Just get one person. If you have multiple people on your team, just get one person to come up here, and then. Yeah, just get like one person to come here. I think I was dreaming about this game recently. I dreamt that you can obtain a secret here for some reason. I dreamt that. And so yeah, there's no reason for me to stay here. I think I'll just die now. I didn't show you. I think I showed it last stream. Did I not? I think I did. I did a stream earlier today in the morning, and I think I showed it off. It was a very short stream. You guys can go check it there. Whoa, 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 whoa. Can I see my teammates anymore? They're blips. I don't think I can. That's how far out I am. Anyways, we're just gonna respawn normally. There's no reason to. I don't know. Yeah, we're not heading all the way back down. It's too much effort. So Hirohito, I don't think he's a good player. He used his first 500 RUs to put down 2 extractors, and then he just went. That's what I used to do when you start out as gaming. That's what I used to like. Okay, 500 RUs, put down 2 extractors, go into other planets and just colonize them. But that's you waste too much. You so waste too much time traveling between the planets, and for what? To put your team's tag above a planet that doesn't do anything. You really need to focus on economy first, and you should probably do it on the planet where you have home spawns. There's really not much reason to move out of your home planet at the start of the game. Not too much. Maybe to, but you need to get us. You need to rush SRUs. You open up the. I'm gonna say no. You open up the gate with that as to what you can do. Should I bully this? I don't think I should bully this guy. I want more people to play this game because it's dead. It's a dead game. I mean, the time I'm playing at makes it look like it's dead, but it's not. It's just the time I'm playing at. I should probably join the Discord, the Solar Conquest 2 Discord. I think I used to be on it, and then I left just, I don't know why, but I didn't think I was playing. I wasn't playing the game at the time, so. Let's build more houses, get some more RU capacity, I guess. Maybe we should put them underwater, though. No one's using the chat. Get some passive RU production and then I'm out of here. Build 3 advanced extractors. Or how about just 1? We have basic extractors. They're not very good, but they're not far off. They're not that bad. Look. 3 versus 6. I guess that's like double. Okay, sure. We'll do it then. Put a little nice little Walner section on them. Whatever. So 900. We'll make it clean 10,050 so we can. Whoa. So you don't. That's how you die with the exosuit, is you get flung off the planet. Because you're going a little bit too crazy with the grappling hook. And let's mine some extra RUs so we can, you know, have something to use when we head off into fight Mercury. Or I'm not gonna fight. I'm just gonna go down on this planet and say hello. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know. I should stop playing. I need to get on FTL now. I think I'm gonna get on FTL and finish up that run I was doing. Yeah, that was bad. That's really bad. I want to amend that. That's really bad. That's really bad. I've got to amend that. There we go. You know what? Might as well build a refinery. Also, refinery tower. A colony center. Okay, I'll build that. And then refinery tower. And he's left. Okay. I was about to head over to him. I guess he got bored of the game. Some people do that. They just join. They say, this game sucks. Or whatever. Or this game is not interesting, and then they leave. That's the kids nowadays. Something's got to hit them with that dopamine when they play, when they first join. It's never enough to just be... An early game, it is admittedly, there's not a lot of options. It's meant to be purposely, I would say, boring. Like, there's not a lot of decisions you can make. I think but it's an anchor to the game design. That's how RTS games work. That's what I'm trying to, actually, with my game, I'm going to talk about my game. What I'm trying to do with it is, I need to make sure that the early game is not boring. I'm going to try my best to do that, to give you some, and I think Dota Winx 6 does that really well. The early game is not... It's a little bit formulaic to start with, but you can you've guys seen it before. Someone will just rush to my small camps. They'll make an effort to just rush to my small camps to get a kill on me. And boom, they get a purple progression right there. Just by rushing to kill me before the first wave even spawns. Because they know I'll be farming... Or I think it's after the first wave spawns. But after the first wave spawns, if the second wave even spawns, they'll be in my... they'll be up to me, you know, doing that. So, oh, whoops. I don't have the RUs, do I? Or do I do? What you should do is Imperial Tower. Imperial Tower is what you should do when you have home spawns. There's no reason to have military headquarters on planets like this. Just get Imperial Towers down. They give the most... You could also go... Planetary Trade Center, but it takes up more space. I guess it depends on what space you have to work with. But Imperial Tower is, you know, just do that. I mean, either one, they do the same thing. They do the same thing. They give you 800 RU capacity for 1800 RUs. You can, like, boom, you know, snap a finger, do it really easily. It's way better than... I realize this is way better than the default skyscraper. The default skyscrapers were garbage. You would have to put it down. You would have to run up with the steps. You would have to have a speed coil and like a super suit to really make it go fast. This is just, you know, snap of the finger, boom. You get your RU capacity then and there. Skyscraper, Solar Conquest 2. I guess the wiki's not really developed. Solar Conquest 2's wiki is not really developed. But how many floors can you add to a skyscraper? Does it tell you? Let's figure it out. I've never counted them. Let's count how many floors you can add to a skyscraper. And so the initial one is 100 RU capacity, of course. That's for 400 RUs. Of course, with the discounted price, it's different, but we'll just say 400. That's the default. Use that. The floor upgrades obviously won't be discounted. But that initial investment is, it can be reduced. The initial 400, but whatever. Let's see. Let's see how many floors you can add to a skyscraper. I want to know. Let's get a store so we can have a speed coil. And I'm gonna leave this lobby soon. So yeah, that's his art. The initial one, that's 100. Let's count. Does the speed coil give you like a little bit of drag? No, that's just me like falling to gravity. Or I don't know if that's true. What am I saying? What am I doing? I know there's a patch. There's like a patch. There's a patch history. Where's the patch history? Game passes? I have to buy it with Robux. You know what? I want to support this group, so I do. I will. I think I might buy a trail. Commands. Controls. People need to read this more. Use your rocket launcher. The game. Okay, so the game even tells you use your rocket launcher in a ship. You're allowed to use them. If they get behind you, drift. Turn rapidly using W and Q, and drift to get out of their line of fire. Yeah, that's just tilting. That's tilting up. I usually do Q, E, and then S. I usually pull up. I don't go down, because the game's inverted. That'll go down. And usually it's better to have a height on your enemy than it is to have the high ground. Even in space fights, having height on your enemy is good. If you're, at least if it's not hyperspace. If it's hyperspace, then I don't know, whatever. Anyways. You can drift in a fighter by pressing Z in control, giving you a higher turn rate from while not changing your direction of movement. By pressing Z to boost. Is that true? And what's a fighter? I guess that's any ship. Let's do what the intercept. Wait, is that true? Hold on. Z is just your boost, and then controls your speed down. Hold on. Control and Z. That just speeds you down. I'm trying to use my both hands. Because how do you do this? I don't understand what. That might be old controls. This might be outdated information. What is Z plus control? Oh. How do you fucking press that? I don't know what that is. So that's supposed to help you. Hold on. Is that how people do the turn trick? Hold on. I also forget about flares. I should use them more. I totally forget about flares. I need to press them more. Although you have limited flares, so don't waste them all. Hold on. Is this how people do the... They do it in hyperspace, I know. Dude, I have to use, like, auto hotkey, though. I have to use auto hotkey to rewind my keys, because this is way too hard. Hold on. Let me try this. Is this how they do the turning on a dime trick with the interceptor? They power off their ship, also. Wait, this is such a complex maneuver. You need... How do people do this shit? Oh my god. The default controls are garbage to do this. I'm trying to use, like, 2 hands to do it. So Z, control, then I'm gonna X right after. I don't understand. Yeah, I guess that's okay. That's how they do it. That's how they get them. Oh, I'm gonna die. So that's how they get themselves into to turn on a dime. That's so complex. So you press Z, then Control, and then as you're in the drift, you tilt up. Let's say you tilt up, and that gets you to turn on a dime. And then as you're doing that, as you're turning, you turn off your ship, and that'll extend your drift pretty much. If you're out in space, that'll extend the drift because momentum is conserved in space. If you're moving one direction, there's no friction, so things keep doing what they do. Oh my god, I've seen videos of it. This guy, he has a Zelda profile picture. I don't know his actual name, but he constantly says he's the best. Anyways, let's build more structures, I guess. Oh yeah, we wanted to see how many floors a skyscraper has. Let's calculate that. I believe it's like 15, or maybe 14 if you count the initial floor. Anyways, let's check that out because I haven't had it. Let's see if skyscrapers RU capacity or ratio of efficiency, which is usually, and that wouldn't matter because you have to spend so much time walking through the steps. But let's see if it's more RU capacity than 800. It might very well be. But if you want to just, you have 12 skyscraper slots. Just spend money on a trade center or a Imperial Tower and get your 800 for 1800 RU's cost, plus the initial investment, which all skyscrapers have to pay anyways. Why am I building another one? I'm wanting to get a super suit. Let's get a tech center here. Where's the skyscraper? Right there. So I don't know how. I don't notice a turn and change turn rate, but maybe it's meant to be used for ships that have bad turn rates. It's more noticeable. Let's try that. I've never tried that. I know a better tech now. It's just to use the grappling hook. But let's see. If you want to turn on a dime, just use the grappling hook. That's probably your best bet. But let's see here. Drifting. So I'm gonna pull up, pull down. Let's just do that. Let's do this normally. So that's pretty slow, right? But now I'm gonna. Oh, that's very noticeable. That's actually so noticeable. That turn rate's actually noticeable. Oh, you only have to press it once. And then you don't have to hold down Z and control it the whole time doing it. Okay. This is just as fast, I feel like. If not faster. Okay, I was using the grappling hook the whole time. And when you're in hyperspeed, you have to use the drift. If you don't use the drift, you will. The grappling hook is you're moving too fast in hyperspeed to properly use the grappling hook. But I don't know. I think I prefer the grappling hook, honestly. That's just faster. It's got to be faster. Anyways, let's see how many floors a skyscraper has. Let's make a tech center here so we can get a super suit, get more movement speed. Alright, how many floors a skyscraper has? It has none right now. I was going to look at the patch notes because I think they keep changing the cost of a skyscraper. It used to be 110, now it's back to 105, and then it used to be like, I don't know, it's so confusing. And I know there's a, okay, it's a log. When was the last update? 5.11? That was a month ago. So this is not... When did they change the skyscraper costs? I swear it used to be different. Oh my god. Wait, it really does 45k damage? That's crazy. That's a lot of damage. You're supposed to use it on slower ships, though. If you try to use... The Destroyer sucks against anything that isn't hitting big ships and structures. I mean, that's its point. You know, that's the point of it. The kinetic cannon and the rotary, these are just garbage. Those are garbage. And it's got garbage turn, too. I wonder, though, using the grappling hook trick, can you turn it on a dime? That really helps against a lot of these shittier ships that have terrible turn rates. Be able to turn on a dime like that. Let's make an armory and test. Well, let's get this done with. 3, 2, 3, 5. 3, 2, 9, 5. 3, 2, 3, 5, 3. That's 60. 105 for 60. It keeps. I swear it keeps changing, but I guess has it always been 105? So it used to be 110. No, I'm thinking of the floating colony. The floating colony has different costs. I think I'm thinking of the floating colony. Anyways, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. See how much time this takes? 14, 15. It's 15? I was right. So 15 floors, if you do the math, that's 15 times 60. You get the capacity there. Or I guess we could just do 15 times, yeah, 15 times 60. So you get more capacity out of this, I guess. You get 900 plus the initial 100. You get 1,000. If you build the default skyscraper, you get 1,000 RU capacity, and that's arguably better than the Imperial Tower. But you have to take time out of your mining to get what, like 200 more capacity, whatever. There's like 12 skyscraper slots. You're gonna have more RU capacity than you can care for with the amount of skyscraper slots you get, and that's 12 per planet. So if you have multiple planets, you know, it's like, so you don't need to do this. And then let's work out the efficiency of that, the cost. Is someone typing? Oh, he joined? Oh, he left. He must have just checked in on me. So yeah, that's 900 plus the initial 100. That's 1,000 RU capacity. And then let's look at the cost. 105 times 15. And we're gonna ignore the initial. We're gonna ignore the initial skyscraper cost. We're not including that in the cost because every skyscraper purchase must pay that cost. So 105 times 15 is 1575. It is by far the most efficient. Regular skyscrapers are still the best, but they're just annoying. They take time to walk through all those steps. You have to do that 15 times. You could have been mining RUs in that time. Just plop down Imperial Tower and then move on. Who cares about the efficiency? You're gonna gain more efficiency. The efficiency is law. You lose out in time efficiency to gain. You should only be, and then your time is worth more than the amount of RU efficiency you're saving out on. Because if you have the amount of RUs to be spending it on luxury things like skyscrapers, just to make your RU capacity better, at that point you're at a point where you're already spending luxuriously. Where you're like, oh, I'm making too many RUs a second. I need to make my RU capacity bigger, and you can also spend and rather than putting it in a bank and taking time out of my day to spend money and put it in a bank and let that accrue interest, which is a good idea. You should do that probably too. I'm gonna just plop down a tower so I don't lose out on my income efficiency, right? Because I want to maintain income efficiency. Because I don't want to cap out, so I just want to build an Imperial Tower, plop it down real quick, and then move on. But I guess 1575 RUs for 1,000 RU capacity. That's pretty good. Let's compare that to a house. House costs. Hold on. Let's do 1,000 over 1575. And then let's do a house, which is 175 over 75, right? Or no, it's 75 over 175. Yeah, it's like, but then you have to factor in plus. You have to factor in like spending. Well, I've already talked about this. I've already factored in like early game because you have to spend a colony center first to get access to a skyscraper. So having to pay a colony center and the initial skyscraper floor is not worth it just to get access to the floor building. And also, like I said, it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time to do this. Even in the early game, it's even a bigger waste of time to do this in the early game, I think, because you don't have the super suit. You'll have only the speed coil, and that makes it longer, But anyways, it's good. Like, okay, it's fine. It's good. But like the amount of time you're losing out on is not worth it. Regular skyscrapers. But now you go. 1,000 RU capacity. Only cost 1575 in total. So like it's whatever. Pay an extra. What is it? 300. 300. We could actually. It's more like pay an extra 225. Is it 225? Yeah. Pay an extra 225 RUs. And get 200 less capacity. And you get to save like what? Let's say each step takes. Let's be conservative. Let's say it takes like Oh, I don't even know you could stand on this. These actually have ledges. Let's say it takes you. Let's time it. How about we time it? Let's time how fast I can get a skyscraper up. Count starts now. 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, 11 Mississippi, 12 Mississippi, 17 Mississippi, 18 Mississippi, 19 Mississippi. Took me like 40 seconds. With better timing, maybe I can knock that down to like 30 seconds. But that's like 30 seconds of time you miss out on to gain what? 200 RU capacity? And I guess the efficiency of gaining 225 more RUs, since that's what you saved out on to utilize this, it's not worth it. Just build an Imperial Tower. I really appreciate the skies. Oh, yeah, I like the new towers they added. The new skyscrapers and refinery towers are legitimately. I like them. They've been new additions. These have been nice new additions to the game. Refinery tower. You can't even put one down, can you? Because you gotta... You can't have more than one per planet. Yeah, it's maxed out. 2 per team, 1 for planet. Wait, what is this little bubble? Has this always been here? Has that always been there? That little bubble on top of the tech center. I've never noticed that. Huh. Is it really 5 RUs per 7 seconds? That can't be true. I feel like we're earning way more than that. Actually, that can't be true. Because that's 6. That's 6, and this is 6. That should be 18. This RU is not true. I mean, let's do the math. 43. Let's watch. 43 goes to... That was 98. So we have 98 every 7 seconds. All right. But yeah, you should. It's a whatever technicality. Honestly, you should just put a refinery tower on your home planet. There are planets which do have 4 extractor points, but it's like, okay, cool, whatever. You get an extra 2 RUs. Just treat it as like a... spending time to go out and search for those planets just to get 2 extra RUs versus just plopping it down as soon as you have the opportunity to do it and you can defend it. You don't even need to necessarily need to be able to defend it. It's I see it as sort of like putting on a factory. Like, refinery tower, I see it as just another factory. Just put it down and just have 2 up all the time. And then, obviously, don't put down buildings you can't defend too well. But it's got a lot of hull. It's got just as much as the factory. It's hard to take down. If the enemies focus it, that's good for you. That's good for you. In fact, let me try to... I think the game will let me repair it. Attempt to repair a fully... The game does let you attempt to repair fully... Like buildings that aren't damaged. How do I get in this thing? I could have just walked at that point. Yeah, it does let you attempt to repair fully HP buildings. That's probably its base cost. There's probably a base cost to repairing every building. Can you repair everything? Let's see. Yep, you can repair... It says tower. That's not a tower. That's a skyscraper. Why did it say tower? That's wrong. Damn, how long does the jetpack last? Yeah, it says skyscraper. Why did it say tower? Tech center. You have to click on the base, by the way. Or do you not have to? So their base cost is $494. Can you repair walls? Yeah, you can. Okay. Advanced extractor is $150. If it's $150, does that mean it's always at 25% of its cost? It must be 25% of its cost then. Let's do the math. 1575 times 0.25. It's like 400. I guess that's not true then. I guess they're all just manually set to be some amount. And I don't believe I'm getting discounted prices just because I have a factory, right? Repair costs aren't discounted by a factory, are they? Anyways, let's get out of here. I guess we'll spend the rest of our money on Imperial Towers and then let's get out of here. See, this is where a case where the trade center might be better because look, that can fit, but I don't think this could fit, right? This Imperial Tower could not fit here. Oh, I guess it can. Just put down that. But if you needed to get it to fit, there's variations, I guess. It's Gravity Falls, by the way. Who are you? I'm gonna spawn you an exosuit before I leave. You spawned this armory in, right? I didn't spawn this in. Ooh, Cloak Striker. Gimme, gimme. Spawn in another one, I'm gonna take it. He didn't like that. He didn't like that I stole his. He didn't like that I stole his thingy. Troll him a little bit. Gravity bomb. You know what? I will give you your ship. I should have put that to high power, by the way. I don't think I put it to high power. There you go. You can have your ship back. That's how you troll teammates and kill them. You just use, how far is he going? You just use a gravity bomb on him. That's funny. We do a little trolling. It's called we do a little trolling. How is this not flat ground? Let me build my bank. It's insane. I think you can put it there. Let's do there. Come on, get in! Get in! This is wasting my time. There we go. There we go. Put some money in it. I want to try hacking someone else's vault again. Because you have to hack the vault if you want to steal someone else. It's like a matching game. You get a bunch of numbers and it's like... I'll just have to show you guys. Invalid user, manual override denied. But I own the bank. I'm on the Steam. Some more people are joining, but I'm just gonna leave. I had my fun. Alright. I always wondered, what is this little space up here? I think they intentionally made this here so people could hide. Right? I'm pretty sure this was made here so people could hide with the grappling hook. That's gotta be the case, right? And then you drop down. Hooah! Excuse me, the group is asking about how to obtain resources in the game. No, they're not. That was made up. AI shit is just making shit up now. Anyways. Can't you glitch into the vault? Hold on. What if you just glitched into the vault? Is it using a brick hauler? You can just do that, right? Hold on. I'm gonna say no. Passed. Right here. Let's try that. Imagine I'm the enemy and I wanna steal their funds. I could just brick hole her inside, I'm pretty sure. It would be a little bit of a long process, but so is hacking. And unlike the power plant, I don't think there's any restrictions to this. So I could just... Yeah, there's nothing stopping me from doing that. Which is insane. Obviously, you'd want a way to get out. So you'd probably want to make a two-way seater. You'd probably want to do that. And the way you do that, the way you make a two-way seater is you copy and then you rotate it again. Let me show you guys. So let's select that. It's clipped in there though. I can't select it. Let's just copy this again. Okay, it's a two-way seater, and then you just plop it in again. And there you go. It's a two-way. Oh, I guess the walls are too thick that you can't get out. The walls be too thick. I'm actually trapped. But yeah, you could drain all their money out, which would be cool. Oh. But if I can sit in this, that means I can sit in the other one, right? Hold on. Maybe I just need to grappling hook it. I'm stuck here. I'd have to suicide. Or come on. This is wild. No, not that. The seat. I need the seat. I knew this would happen, but I need the seat. Let me go up. Let me put my face up to it. Oh, there you go. I got out. I glitched out. But this seat, I wanna actually make a two-way seater. If I can do it, and then we can mark this green so it's more noticeable. There we go. Yeah. It works. The two-way works. It's thick, but you can do it. Steal the money. No puzzle. Get out. I want to do that. Let's see if the... I guess we could make a spy satellite first. Let's go ahead and spy on them. And see if they have a bank, a main central bank to steal from. That'd be great if they had that. I think this is high enough. So what else does the game say? Dogfighting. Get behind the enemy. Well, yeah, that's probably a good idea to get behind the enemy. What was I gonna do? I was gonna use the intelligence center to see if they have a main central bank somewhere, and then I want to steal that. Oh, this is an entrance. I didn't even know. Super suit on. Okay, let's see. So we want to look at. Let's look at Earth, and then Mercury. Let's see. Are they chatting it up, by the way? No. Main central bank. Do you got it? Colony Center. House Intelligence Center. 2 skyscrapers that haven't been, the floors haven't been added. Seems like a noob planet. That guy is a noob. Let's check Mercury. Do they've got a bank? I mean, Earth and Mercury at war, it seems. They're fighting. I think. Yeah, they are. He just got killed by a battle mech. That was cool. Wait, how's the... Oh, I was about to say, the unknown is on the Mercury planet? No, it's just a little bit of an optical illusion there. It's out in space. Crowman. Gilbert. I know Gilbert. I've seen him play this game before. What's he doing? Lag? Yeah, I was about to say lag. He's falling out of the planet. Where's he headed? To me? He's looking at me. I want to rob a central bank. Central bank. Is that a submarine just spawned in? Oh, whoops. Black Knight just captured the planet. Looks like they lost all their spawns, I presume. He's smart. He's putting down outposts in a colony center so he can make his spawn. Whoa, that destroyed pretty fast. Looks like the submarine's shooting at it. I can't see his projectiles, though. I can't see the projectiles, but I presume they're fighting pretty hard here. Yep, submarine just died. He jumped out. And then he just died. Looks like... Where's the unknown team? Do they have a satellite under? I don't know how he fell down. Anyways, Earth's doing work. He's having fun. Main central bank, though, that's what I need. Show me the main central bank. Is that it? I don't think they know how to make main central banks, or they do, but they don't see a purpose to it. Venus. Venus is really hard to look at because of the smoke. Colony Center. I can't make out much. They got a colony center there. Oberon. I want to hack. I want to steal money from a bank. I want to perform a heist. Nibiru. Please tell me main because I'm Nibiru. This guy only knows how to make tier 1 skyscrapers. Which is, what is the point of that? Just make houses at that point. He's not very smart as Black Knight guy, but he's having fun. He's having his fun, you know. I'm not gonna... He got an extractor on that moon, which is nice. That's our planet. I'm gonna look at myself here. Let's look at myself. Where's my intelligence center? Where did I put that down? Here? I don't know. Anyways. Extractors on that moon. Is this our floating colony? I presume it is. Yep. Got a floating colony out there. An unused extractor spot? Or that doesn't look like an extractor spot. This is the Sol system. I should know it in and I should know the system in and out. I know where every advanced extractor spot is on every moon because we play it so fucking often, man. They're always voting in this. There's an advanced extractor spot not being utilized. I think, at least I think that is. I know Jupiter has 2, or is it 1? Where's Jupiter? That's Jupiter, right? I know it has 2 moons that has 2 moons that let you build advanced extractors on them. Mars, show me the main central bank. That's a tech center. I don't know what the point of deactivating it is. You should just probably leave it activated, but whatever. More skyscrapers. More skyscrapers. It's a good way to dump your RUs when you have too much. Hello, who's that? That's you. More skyscrapers. Look at that. Put them side by side. Oh, that was a military HQ I put. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that, but whatever. Luxury apartments. It's small enough to fit there, I think. Or that's another military HQ. Look at that. They're hanging out the side of the planet. Okay. And then 2 banks, and then I'm out of here. Accrue some interest on my RUs. I didn't even put any in the bank. Anyways, for some reason, the bank, it tells you, it's such a lie. It tells you you get 2% interest every minute, right? This is not even true, though. And I don't know if simply owning at least a bank gives you the 2%, or if it's 2% per bank on each planet for the entire team, or each. I don't know if it's 2 Mac. Anyways, the most you can get is like 120. I've had exorbitant amounts of RUs, like 30k. And I did the math, like, okay, 4% should be at least this, 2% should be at least this interest. It doesn't do that. You get like 120 at most. At least when I had only a main central bank and 2 banks. Maybe with more, maybe it's like 60 RUs per minute each bank that it maxes out at. I don't know. Anyways, the banks, they suck. The banks really suck. The taxing, I guess, is whatever. Like, yeah, if they're if they're spawning a bunch of outposts on your planet, which is the only thing they can build, you know, you'll take like 15% of that from them, or does it increase their? They have to pay an additional 15%, and you're taking that 15% from them, right? So how much? I mean, that's such a, it's whatever. 225 times 0.15. You're taking like 33, let's say round it up, 34 RUs from them. Let's take 34 RUs from them. Now they have to pay extra, and then you take it from them. That's so marginal. Who cares, man? Anyways. Banks. I guess, very niche, you can use the Manage RU button, and you can have nothing sitting in your bank to make it cleaner. And then the moment the funds go up, you'll see like, oh, it went up. So they must have spawned an outpost just to give you information as they're raiding your planet to tell you when, oh, they're spawning an outpost. But you'll probably notice that pretty quickly if you see this tower start shooting, right? Break alliance, yes. Why is it? Oh, it failed. Anyways, I'm gonna leave here. One more skyscraper. One more skyscraper. Look at that dangle off the edge there. Buy a store. Oh, you know, before I leave, I want to test one more thing. Let's just die. Oh, skyscraper. One more, and then I'm gonna make it a military. Actually, I just make a colony center, and then I'm gonna die. I want to see if a gravity coil will generate like upwards momentum without a super suit. I wonder if you can restabilize mid-air without the use of a super suit, because usually the super suit's, you know, old reliable. But I want to see if it's possible without that. Why am I organizing my inventory? I'm about to leave here anyways. Gravity coil, party potion. Let's see it. Yep, it does. It does. It works. The gravity coil generates upwards momentum. You just hold it out and it'll do it for you. In fact, it might generate too much. I know that can happen. So just pop this again. And you gotta be quick. Spawn that in. Restabilize. And that's great. And you don't waste a satellite. So great. It's good to know that the gravity coil and the party potion can help stabilize you. So you're fighting. I gotta get off the ship. Holy shit. Holy shit, you know. I gotta get out. Boom, you get out. You're out in space. You pop a party potion. Oh, whoops. I'm kind of botching it here, but you get the idea. Maybe I need to practice with this more. You don't want to hold the gravity coil out for too long. Just enough to, you know. To stop your falling. And I got myself stuck in it, so that's a little bit of a fail. You can overshoot it by a little bit. Just grappling hook back down. Spawn your ship in, and I botched it. So I need to practice with this. There we go. Yeah. Like Corvette. You gotta have this out too. You gotta combine the grappling hook. You gotta combine everything. Then you gotta get in. And then you gotta go. I'm gonna try that again. My cam's broken. Yes, break it. There we go, perfect. Whoops. That was botched. I gotta practice this though, for real. So the moment you stabilize, pop. There we go. Yes, just like that. And grappling hook. Like Corvette. I'm gonna practice that one more time. Get me out of the ship. There we go. I mean, it'll get destroyed, which will make it easier. Okay. Oh, that was too much. There we go. Like Corvette. Perfect. And things might be high tension, so I might not be able to do it perfectly. Also, I might get shot while in space, but hopefully they ignore me. That's always another risk. But I'll have the cloak. I'll have the cloak. The cloaking suit to help me with that. They won't get the death message, and they're like, he's probably dead. You know, because, you know, it's a kill in space. They're gonna die, right? You know, they'll think that. Let me get off of this. Let me get off of this. Let me get off so I can do the practice. There we go. It's okay, so we actually want to be below it, and then we want to bump into it. Perfect, I got it. That's the trick, that's the trick. I know the trick now. You want to gravity coil up into it and then bump to stop your upward momentum. Oh, hello, who's that? I don't see their name. So, in fact, you want to keep falling. So you want to pop, gravity coil, go up. Maybe don't fall that far down. Okay, yeah, maybe don't fall that far down, because now look. There we go. You just want to be able to spawn it in. The moment you do that, you're good. See? Boom. Even though I botched it a bit there, it was still pretty good. One more time, actually. One more time. You know, obviously this will get destroyed. I did it perfectly there, but honestly I should let myself fall down a little bit, because there's a margin of error if I don't. You just want to get it spawned. That's the thing that matters the most. Oh my god. Yeah, the gravity coil is a little bit finicky, but it's possible. The main thing is that they will think you will die, and you'll have the space to do this. They won't be shooting at you the whole time, yet you're doing that. So we botched that. I want to try it again. One more. I want to make sure I get it perfect. Just perfect. I want to get a rhythm to it, you know. Get me out of here. Pop it. There we go. Perfect. Like Corvette. Go in. When it comes to hyperspace fights, I don't think this is really good. You can't shoot behind yourself. You have to, yeah, you can't shoot behind yourself, and that's a negative. Who's this guy? I want to go see who he is. I want to shoot at him. I think he's hiding his username. I think he's just Europa, isn't he? Let me see. Yeah, he's just Europa like me. Oh wait, that's just my ship. I'm stupid. So, is this just a bug? Or, why is there an Imperial Tower at the bottom of the solar system right here? I've noticed it last time, on last stream, right? Why is it sitting here? I don't understand. It has collision. The shots will go through it, so you can't destroy it. But this thing has collision. I don't know why the devs put this... The devs must have put this here. It's not like a bug or something. Like, the devs intentionally put this here, I'm pretty sure. Just an Imperial Tower below the sun here, just sitting here. I don't know why. One of the devs is a buffoon. Actually, let's see. Let's go inside of it. How about that? Let's go inside of it. Let's see what's in this weird ass Imperial Tower that's just sitting here. Let's do this so we can see the interior for each one. Break Alliance. Okay. Where's my camera right now? Okay. Can I zoom out? It won't let me zoom out too much. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't let me zoom out on some floors. I just have to scan around, I guess. Can we speed coil this up, or... We're still considered in space in here, right? So... Gravity coil makes me move up. Yeah, gravity coil in space, that's the trick, guys. That's how you... Fuck the super suit. Gravity coil in space. You'll need points, or score. But that's not the hardest thing to accrue. I don't know why this exists. Let me put my mobile... I know you can probably put your mobile assembly tool stuff in it. It doesn't have does it have collision? Let me... Come on, just build something. No? Okay. Can I put down ships here? Yep. It'll let me... Oh, hello. I'm stuck in the ground here. I know I'm not. Can you party potion outside of a place? I wonder if you can use the party potion to clip outside of a place. Anyways, party potion is the juice. Looks like it lasts like 7 beats, or like... I'm not beats, but, you know, I'm out here. It lasts like 7 repeats of the... It does that 7 times. Yeah, YouTube is just, it's full of garbage nowadays. I don't like anything. I don't like anything that's being suggested to me. Some of them are funny, like meme videos. YouTube's throwing in like little. YouTube is sort of reverting back to its classic, like, to its classic. How do you say? I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys my browser right now. It throws in little things here and there that are like, oh yeah, this is like classic YouTube. It's like random, sort of random videos, not videos that are Mr. Beastified or tailored to like maximize retention or whatever. But like everything is just, I don't know, it's just terrible. This is just music that I listen to, but it's got like this. I'm interested in this probably, maybe. This seems interesting. I like this. This is a tried and true top 10 list. That's classic YouTube. It's solid. But like the anti-meta mindset. This is just music, I guess. Garbage. Garbage. Even this. Garbage. 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 This is just ASMR because I listen to ASMR. I don't know why I was listening to this, but the Kiffness, that just based on previous recommendations, so that doesn't count. Hunter x Hunter OP remake and Dun Dun Dun's OP style. Cool, that's cool. Shinoken Soul also based on previous legends, but let's see. Let's get to the generic shit. This garbage. This is fine. This is a fine video too. I like this video. This is Kazu. That's based on my subscription. That's music I listen to. Let's get to the garbage. I'm trying to make a point here. Let's get to the garbage. Come on. Dookie. I think that's Dookie. Although that's based on previous things I watched. Also probably based on garbage. There's this. Well, I like Nick Shirley. Whatever. Meme video. Okay, my point maybe is failing here, but I don't know. I just don't want to click on these. Maybe I've seen. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. Maybe I've seen everything. Oh, here you go. Garbage. Music. Old YouTube thing. Garbage. Garbage. Well, that's just because I watch drama channels. Just music, I guess. Music. I'm fine with the music suggestions, I suppose, but some of them are just like. Some of it's just like garbage. Like, that's garbage. That's garbage. It's like these hour-long retention videos. It's retention. Music is retention, I guess. I mean, music has always been popular, even in old YouTube, because it would get many replays, because you want to listen to the music over and over again. Like, just garbage like this. This is fine, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. That's a Rick and Morty clip. Mr. Swipes. Music. This is a stream. I don't know how this... See, it throws in like shit like this. This is probably how my streams get watched. It throws in this guy's live stream that he's playing Terraria Master Difficulty. Anyways. Dookie. 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 This might be an interesting topic, so maybe I'll click on this though. Old YouTube. It's starting to throw in this just based on previous watches. It's fine, I guess. Dookie. 6 hours. I killed players 8 Hell Diablo in a single hit. Some Oliver Tree stuff because he died recently, so. These in minutes videos are, I mean, it's just its own thing. I was watching some previous Destiny videos. I don't know. I mean, not Destiny, Wreckful. I don't know. I think about Wreckful every now and then. Sad that he died. I used to watch him. Sad stuff. Dookie. It's based on previous things I watched. Drop the bomb. Is this Is this him, actually? I'm pretty sure he has a different profile picture. I think that's a re-upload. Crow Revel, based on previous watches. Garbage. Maybe it's because I listen to too much music, but like it recommends these music videos that are just not. I'm not interested in them. Garbage. Old YouTube. It's mixing in the old YouTube stuff. Something I already watched. I don't know. I guess this is just popping off in the algorithm. Maybe it's good. I don't know. I would have to watch this. So this is like you get these uploads that aren't in any of these categories which I'm listing out. And then like this is like this. Okay, I think this is probably like one of the first uploads that are like this video is viral, and this is classic YouTube here. Getting a video like this is classic YouTube. And so much of the recommended page is just garbage, when it should be all of. Old YouTube used to be just kind of like all of this, and then there was your subscriptions tab. If you wanted to check something out, which you already know you listen to, go to your subscription tab. Don't put it in my recommended. Otherwise, it's just garbage. I mix. This is it. This is the Holy Trinity. Some garbage, Mr. Beastification, well edited video, whatever. And I hate that shit. The way they format these videos, it just maximizes retention. It's grating on my nerves. Some old YouTube shit. That's the second category of videos, which I don't know. Sometimes they're interesting because they are old YouTube videos. So I don't know. Sure. And then it's just like some hours long music compilation thing, or maybe a meme music thing. Like this, or this, and then you get one act, and then maybe just a video you've already watched before, like this. Sometimes these LARP channels have been popping up in the algorithm, by the way. And then you get one actual upload that your whole page should actually just be full of, like this. So I'm gonna click on this. Maybe when the stream ends. And then that's YouTube nowadays. It's just so garbage. It's just so garbage. Music mix. See, it's just like music remixes, I guess, because it knows I listen to music remixes, so it'll recommend me that. Garbage. Video essay about Terraria. And it should this video probably shouldn't be 20 minutes. Video essay. Yep, it starts with like gameplay footage. And he's probably talking. It's a video essay. Yep. Video essay. Video essays! Don't you love it? Don't you love retention maximizing? That's the new meta. You guys remember all the YouTube metas? You remember the 10-minute YouTube meta? Which allowed you to put... Like, you would have to meet 10 minutes to get the ad threshold. You guys remember that? You guys remember... What else is there? Which is why I'll never... This is maybe a bit too off topic, but when you want to be a YouTuber, don't... The idea that... I don't know what I was going to say. But basically, you don't know the algorithm. You don't know the algorithm. YouTube goes through metas. A lot of it's hidden. A lot of it's speculation. And it is not based on action. It's whatever YouTube decides it to be. It's their platform. It's whatever they decide it to be. How could you say is the actual true measure of what is popular? What is virality? What is it actually? It's culture. It's culture. That's what it is. It's a measure of culture. It's like, oh, your friend was singing "Call Me Maybe" by Carly Rae Jepsen because that's everyone's listening to that. That's virality. It's whatever is existent in real life, and it's going around asking people, hey, have you heard of this? Have you heard of this? Or them, the ones that'll be more vocal, obviously, are the ones that are repeated memes, or songs. That's the certain thing. As opposed to just, there's an idea and I know it, but I'm not necessarily going to share it around. Obviously, the ones that get shared around are more prone to being shared around, are going to be the most prone to being more shared around, therefore more viral and popular, whatever. But yeah, this is garbage. Maybe it's because I'm subscribed to AR Manga. I think I am. Garbage. LARPcraft. That's like the new. This thing. So this is this. I would actually consider this like, hey, that's a proper YouTube recommendation, just like this one, because it's, I don't know, it's popping up in the meta. That's the new thing. LARP stuff is popping off in recommendations. Okay, sure. I'm chill with this being in my recommendations. I'm probably not gonna click on it, but it makes sense. But shit like this, video essay, shit, low effort, pump out, tons of content, just talking over shit. Vocal fry, okay, at least this one's informative. This is what old YouTube used to be. If a video was long, the only reason people would ever even consider watching it is if it was informative. This used to be old YouTube. Nowadays, people are willing to watch something that's not. Maybe it's just. This is technically a video essay. I guess the essayification of YouTube is more like more people are willing to watch videos that don't give anything that's educative or informative at all. And it's about some fucking stupid ass topic like, I don't know, Baki, or I don't know, basically food videos, right? I don't want to show my YouTube search bar actually, so I'm gonna swap off. Nothing even popped up, but anyways, maybe I searched up something I don't want to show on stream. But I think the only one I ever do that for is Synthetic Man. The miserable, lonely mind of a YouTube Nazi incel. Deconstruction statement. Watch, this person's gonna be trans. I'm calling it. This person's gonna be transgender.
But people are desperate to everything white people hold dear.
Yep. Yeah. What a surprise. I haven't watched that video. This video, by the way. Synthetic Man's probably like the only YouTuber I watch to eat food too. I've watched like, I think pretty much all of his videos. What are his oldest ones? Maybe I haven't watched those. Top 10 games you refuse to play. Oh look! One of his earliest videos is about Last of Us 2. Wait, he reviewed that? Didn't he review this? This is an older video. Didn't he review this recently again, or I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Anyways, Synthetic Man's probably the only YouTuber that I watch. Just because I'm a gamer, I'm interested to hear what the state of new gaming is. I guess it's a little bit repeated at this point. I don't know. It's sort of like a comfort thing at this point.
Of course.
It's sort of like I guess it's more of an affirmation to me of, okay, just wanted to make sure that modern gaming is still garbage. I don't know why these are addicting to. I guess it's like watching Asmongold videos too. Just watching him cover the latest outrage. I'm like, yeah, wokies are still at it. I call them wokies. Woke people, wokies. I just call them wokies. Sounds like a Native American thing. Anyways, I'm gonna end the stream here. See you guys later. Peace out. I was gonna load up FTL, but I don't think I'm gonna do that anymore. See you guys later. Peace out.